Hey, what's up? It's Kia, and in this video, I want to go over a topic slash question that's been coming up more frequently in the past couple of months regarding the keto diet. Friends, family, clients, and even during consults, I've been asked, should I be doing the keto diet? Is the keto diet going to help me burn more fat? My coworkers doing it, my friends doing it. It's worked great for them. Do you think I should be doing the keto diet? So I'm not going to bash it in this video or anything. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. And also, at the end of the video, I'll give you a tip on how to do the keto diet better if that's something that you're going to pursue and if that's something you're going to do. So, a couple of questions I always like to ask when I hear about a new diet or if I think of starting a new diet, and I always tell people to ask these things as well. The first one comes down to sustainability and enjoyability. Is this diet, right now, the keto diet, is it going to help me am I going to be able to sustain it for a long period of time, so that's over 6 months? And am I going to enjoy it? So those are questions you want to ask yourself. And enjoyability is kind of a two-part question. Enjoyability comes from food preferences. So do you like pasta, rice, potatoes, wine, and fruits and vegetables? And also, what is your training style like? So going back to the food preference, so if you like those foods, then obviously a diet that cuts those foods out is likely not going to be something that you're going to be able to sustain for a long period of time. Now, if you're a type of person that doesn't even like those foods, doesn't eat them regularly, feels great without them, then yes, you're probably going to have the better chance of sustaining that diet for a longer period of time. Training style, lifestyle. So are you a sedentary person? Are you someone that does very low intensity exercise, walks, doesn't really do high intensity exercise? And yes, a keto diet, a diet that is very low in carbs, is going to be something that can suit you. But are you someone that goes to bar, goes to spin, goes to power yoga, does high intensity interval training, HIIT, and lifts weights, so you're active several times a week, and you want to keep your performance up, you want to go in that workout and work out for harder and longer, then carbs are going to be your friend, and they're going to help you to perform better in those workouts and help you with recovery. So that's the first two-part question that you want to consider. The second question is, can I achieve these same results, fat loss, with other diets as well? Or is this the only way? Well, if you've been following me long enough, or not, or if you know this, calorie balance is the king of fat loss. So that it rules everything. So it doesn't matter what kind of diet you're on. If you're on a keto diet, the paleo diet, vegan diet, the Oreo, Twinkie, Arby's, Subway, McDonald's, my grandmother's Persian diet, whatever, Persian food diet. She doesn't have a diet. But whatever diet you decide to choose, you will lose fat as long as you can maintain a calorie deficit for a period of time. So it doesn't matter if your diet is very low in carb or high in carbs. Researchers have tested this, and they've compared a very low carb diet to a high carb diet, and the fat loss effect has been the same. But in both diets, the calorie intake and the protein intake has been the same. So both diets were in a deficit for the dieters. So it goes to show you that insulin going up, which is actually one of the myths and one of the selling points of the keto diet, is that if insulin goes up, you won't lose fat. That busts that myth. So it shows you that you can still lose fat on a diet that has a higher level of carbs in it, as long as calorie intake and protein intake are at a level that puts you in a deficit. So actually, on the topic of protein, and this touches on the tip that I wanted to give those of you who want to go or are doing the keto diet or are going to start doing the keto diet, is that a lot of people who start the keto diet don't maintain a high enough protein intake. So the keto diet typically is very high in fat, but not that high in protein. And the issue with that is that as we lose weight, we want to maintain as much muscle mass as we want so that we maximize fat loss. So the two ways that we do that is by first resistance training. So it's very important that you're lifting weights when you're dieting so that you maintain the muscle mass, muscle tone, and muscle definition as you lose fat. And also the other way of maintaining muscle mass is to keep protein intake at a high enough level. But one of the, again, things that, one of the fears with keeping protein intake up during the keto diet is that the fear of it getting you out of ketosis, raising insulin levels, and stuff like that. So if that is a worry for you, you can still bump up your your protein intake to a range of 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. And that should not affect that, and you should still be able to sustain your state of ketosis. So, but if that's not something that you're worried about, I would advise you to bump up your protein intake even higher than that and aim for closer to 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of protein per day of body weight. So hope those things help. If you have any questions, shoot them in the comments below. That's it for this video. That's it. We'll talk soon.